Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? Yes, you have guessed it. We are going to talk about that recent viral video.
Tak ada lighting kah?
Watson's uploaded a video, its viral ad, last Wednesday, only to take it down after netizens rightly slam it for being blatantly racist. Saying that, Asians have long been seen to have a white supremacy complex due in part to our colonial past, and funnily enough, our own culture that sees those who are tan as poor simply because they need to work out in the sun also continue to perpetuate this white is better stereotype. However, in this day and age, those arguments simply don't hold water anymore. We are all more educated and more aware of our rights. And yet, our old mindsets are still extremely hard to break. Take whitening products, a multi-billion-dollar industry basically built on racial hierarchy. All of you who got angry at Watson's blackface, you should also take that anger and unleash it on every cosmetics company and their whitening range. Because that is basic racism on a shelf, and all the pharmacies sell it. But to be fair to them, they sell it only because people still buy it. Let me give you a test. If you see two ads and one features a white model and the other one an Asian model, which are you likely to buy? So we are back in this cycle, and even when we are trying to break it, the world around us seems to just reinforce it. Take this Chinese detergent ad. Stupidly racist, not only changing the color but the ethnicity as well. And it really doesn't make me want to buy that detergent, which of course defeats the purpose of it in the first place. And of course, Hollywood, where whitewashing has become a big problem. African American actors have been fighting it for years, and now Asians are also joining the fight. It came up when Scarlett Johansson was picked to play a very Japanese major Motoko Kusanagi in Ghost in the Shell, and most recently, this. That is Netflix's trailer for Death Note, which is based on a Japanese manga about a high school student, his supernatural notebook, a god of death, and a quirky detective that hunts him. And yes, they pick a white American actor, Ned Wolf, starring as the main lead Light Turner, formerly Light Yagami. Fans of the series are already calling for a boycott. But the producers argue that since they transported the story to Seattle, a white actor would make more sense. Defending that the same thing was done for Infernal Affairs that was set in Hong Kong, which became The Departed, based in Boston. And I'm frankly calling bullshit on an excuse. Infernal Affairs was at its heart a corruption, cops and robbers story, pretty universal themes that can be carried across cultural boundaries. And at least, they didn't call it Infernal Affairs Boston Edition. In Death Note's case, the setting itself is extremely Japanese, and the quirks they made the show interesting are all rooted in the culture. Plus, they are also keeping the name because they know the weight it carries with its fans. If they were really interested in making a new show, why not call it Fatal Notebook or Weirdo Barefoot Detective or something? But the truth is, it is still hard for Asian actors to get a place at the Hollywood table. This is Edward Zhou, an American actor who got turned down from the leading role of Death Note because of his ethnicity. According to him, even though Hollywood says that they promote diversity in their movies and series, but that is actually not the case. So the question is, what do we do now? The good news is that the tide is turning, somewhat. Not only in the West, but also in Asia. Take India's Dark is Beautiful campaign, which is meant to celebrate the beauty and diversity of all skin tones and defeat skin color bias. Its spokesperson, actress Nandita Das, recounted how in several cases the directors had asked her to lighten her skin because she was taking on an upper-class role, a trend she called dangerous, and rightly so. There are already so many things separating the have and have-nots in this world: money, status. Let's not let our skin color be one of them. And we can start by saying no to whitening products. Just saying.